Hello, Nick Jones here from the Lakeside Fitness Studio. Today, bringing you episode 5 in my weight loss series. Today, we are going to be talking about alcohol. So I'm going to briefly talk about things you should know, things you may not have thought about. Then I'm going to give you a list of drinks from worst to best. Just before I get going though, if you are enjoying this content, please subscribe, like, comment, share the video below. It really helps grow the channel and support me, and I'd hugely appreciate it. Okay, so things you need to know or may not have thought about with it. So, there is no magical ingredient in alcohol that means you can't lose weight. Again, it all just comes down to this calorie deficit. It's all about calories in versus calories burnt. Okay, if you're burning more than you're consuming, it means your body is going to look elsewhere for energy, i.e. it's going to burn up your energy reserves, your fat reserves. And I'm afraid it's as simple as that when it comes to weight loss and anything. The only reason you're not losing weight is because you're not in a calorie deficit. However, as you're about to see with alcohol and some of the calorie contents of some of them, that could be the reason why you're not in a deficit. In the history of my personal training, I have never told anyone to stop drinking alcohol. Okay, life is for living, life is short, and if it's important to you, I'm not going to stop you from doing it. However, just being a bit smart about it, you can have a fraction of the calories and not undo all your hard work you put in the week. So one other thing you may not have thought about in terms of alcohol is it's not actually necessarily the alcohol itself that makes it difficult to then lose weight whilst you're drinking a lot. It's the decisions we make when we're drunk. When we're consuming alcohol, you know, you're craving those saltier foods, like the amount of people I know who have wine and then they want a bag of crisps with it. And of course that combination is a very high calorie combination. Also, you know, when you're out and you're drinking, let's say, you know, you're much more likely to go, or let's all have a pudding, or, you know, let's get that greasy takeaway on the way home. And then thirdly, on that, when you're hungover the next day, bam, again, you're going to be craving those high calorie foods to try and work all that toxicity out of your system. No one craves a salad when they're hungover. So with all that out there, I'm now going to provide you a list starting from worst to best. And you'll be able to see very quickly that what you choose when you're out can make a massive difference. In terms of staying in a calorie deficit, not undoing all your hard work, and then you still get to go and have that experience, go out, de-stress, chill, socialise, have fun. So let's start with a 500 to 700 calorie drinks, okay? I apologise if I'm about to ruin your favourite cocktails, but we are talking Long Island iced tea, about 700 calories, pina colada, about 600 calories, a margarita, about 700 calories actually, and say Mai Tai, about 600 calories. So do you see, if you stacked a few of them up, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, can you see the calorie content you're then consuming, that your body is having an extra fuel that it just doesn't need, and you can just undo any hard work you've put in the week. Okay, next, run on the ladder. Okay, we're looking at our kind of 200 to 250 calorie drink range, okay? So these are gonna be kind of like our pints, so you know, the pint of cider, your pint of lager, you know, those kind of things. And also a large glass of red wine. On the research I did, it's gonna be in that range as well. Again, so I know a lot of chaps who I train and stuff like that who could put 8 to 12 pints away in one evening, let alone the one pint they're having all through the week as well, after work. Then they go out on the weekend, 8 to 12 pints. Can you see how many calories that's adding up all together? And for those chaps, I don't say cut out alcohol. I say either go runs down, you know, go to the next run on the ladder, which I'll get to in a sec, or, you know, just half the weekly consumption would. Okay, so next run on our list is the 150 calorie mark, okay? So we've got some good sensible cocktails in here. And then also say white wine is gonna be just a little bit less than red wine, from what I found. Then you've also got things like mojitos, good choice when you're out. You've got your Cosmopolitan, which is a good one. Also your martinis, but your more simple martinis. There's some more extravagant martinis that can be up towards the 500 calorie mark. So it might be, if you're unsure, stick with Cosmopolitans, mojitos, stuff like that. You know, stuff that's still really nice and you get to enjoy. And I say it so I'm blue in the face. You still get to go out and enjoy yourself, but you're only having 150 calories a drink instead of a 700 calorie a drink. Multiply that by 5 or so, 5 drinks or so, or 3 or 5 when you're out. You can see what the numbers are going to look like. Also a couple of other cocktails in that 150 range, an Old English, which I have had and they are nice, and then also a Paloma, which I have no idea what it is. Okay, then to the stars of the list, the under 100 calorie drinks, okay? One, you'll be pleased to know, champagne isn't too bad, about 90 calories a flute is what I found. Then apart from that, you've got your kind of single shots with your diet mixes, okay? So for example, like if I were to be on a diet, I don't stop going out. I'm gonna still go out, I'm still gonna enjoy myself, but I might go for a diet lemonade and vodka. I actually quite like it with a bit of lemon or lime or something like that. It's still really nice. And you're looking at kind of about 60 calories a drink. Or your skinny G&T, such as diet tonic or gin, it's about that 60 calorie mark. So can you see, you can still go out, have a good time with your friends, but 60 calories a drink rather than 700 calories a drink. It's just going to do you much better, and you still get to have fun. So there's our list, there's something to think about, okay? So just because you're dieting, it doesn't mean you can't go out and you can't have fun. I did have a client once say to me, he said, "I've cracked this dieting, Nick, I just don't go out." It's like, what, are you going to not go out for the rest of your life? It's got to be something livable in the long run. But it's a case of just being smart about things. And so now over to you. Take what you want from that list and the ball's in your court. You are the only one in control of how much you weigh on those scales. So if you are enjoying this content anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that today. Hopefully that gave you a few other things to think about. If you did like the video, subscribe, share, whatever. And I just really appreciate the support. And see you in the next video.